Hello everyone. Today we are discussing about the very first lesson of our SEO session. It will be on-page analysis, and for this we are utilizing all the free resources and tools we will be able to use. And if someone is total new or beginner with this thing, they can get started with all of these free resources available over internet. And we'll also figure out about example sites. Go connect.co.uk. This is randomly picked site. Okay, I don't have any idea about this site, or this is just randomly picked for the example. Okay, so this site deals with some smart home control systems and security systems, some branded products they have. And the site is based in United Kingdom. We can see this as per the domain's URL here. This is utilizing the top level domain of that particular country. And we can see that this is custom built site. This looks to me like this is based on Laravel framework. Don't know, haven't seen this. Let me just check with page source and figure out. So PHP is being used here. We can see. Fine. Let's start it with the initial analysis of this page itself. We'll go with the site SEO ability on page analysis. This is free, and it has some limited attempts. I guess 2 or 3 reports you can generate per day. Yeah, so it's loaded now. You can see. Yeah, go ahead with this. Analyze the website. It says you have 3 of 3 checks left today for free. You can utilize only 3 free checks per day on this website. Okay, so our initial report, we can see it's being loaded here. And this site says like overall search engine optimization score as per their parameters, it's about 57% only. They count by their own structure and their own set of rules, or they have set different priorities and different set of rules. And now here we can see the title of the index or homepage, you can say, is about 580 pixels long, and it says this is existing title of the page is of about 612 pixels long, but this says that it should be within 580 pixels. Okay, somewhere this is count in the words, characters, and somewhere it's count in pixels, because the search engine results coming on the search result page will be getting this spot. Yeah, so how we can improve this title here to eliminate the repeated words? We can see that some repeated words are here. Home alarm systems by Go Connect Smart Home based home alarm. So we can see that home, this particular word, home, and home, so it's being used for 3 times here. We can eliminate this. Also the alarm is being used for 2 times. We can eliminate that too. So we can save a lot of space here. Let's figure out. We can modify this title, or we can simply optimize this title by best home or best smart home alarm systems by Go Connect. See, we can really save the space here, and this will be really catchy, as well as within that criteria to get some preferred SARPs through the list of all the competitors. Now coming to the next point, that is the meta description of that particular page, which is the home page of this site. It says the meta description is too long, 1045 pixels from maximum 1000 pixels. So as I said, like many search engines have their set of different rules, and some count by the words, characters, and some go by the pixels. So here we see get the most powerful DIY smart home alarm systems from Go Connect, much more than home security. Now think smart home. The future of home security is, in UK is here. So here I don't think much more of efforts needs to be done. But yeah, of course, as I said, like we did previously, we did eliminated the repeated words. So here also we can eliminate those repeated words, and we can save the space here as well. Now it says the crawlability, there are no problems accessing the website. If anyone or someone might don't have any particular idea about this is about the search engine spiders crawling your entire website. And how you need to give that permission is by giving the robots text. So if you don't have idea about this, please write it down here. See, the robots text is something which have the guidelines and directives for the search engine spiders and the programs or the algorithms, which part of that site the spiders are allowed to crawl and get it indexed for the search engine results. Here we can specify set of rules, parts of the website which are allowed and which are disallowed by the search engine spiders as well. But here we can see that this is given universal user agent star, that means for universal all, and disallowed nothing. Okay, so simply we can put this file here on the hosting server itself, so it won't it will be like it will be the plus, and it will be readily eligible to get notified by the search engine spiders, and it can be get indexed very soon by the spiders. So here we see the crawlability have no problem with that, as the robots text is the file is there on the place itself. Now coming to the next part of the site, it says that canonical URL, and there is valid canonical link specified. If anyone don't have idea about this, canonical means that variations of your domain and sites. Simply if you have been utilizing your domain including the www, and also if you are utilizing your domain without the www, that means it will simply land to the single website or the unique website. So they have specified that this URL needs to be there. Whenever someone searches by the www, or without www, it will be landed on this particular site here. So that needs to be given on htaccess file. Also you can specify that modifying your domain rules, and also you can manage that by the hosting server itself. Now coming to the next thing here, it says the language detected in the text is English. Server location is in United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Okay, the language is not specified in the HTML markup. Okay, so this is kind of a minor but good issue that this report has generated here. See, the spiders of the search engine are not humans, okay, and those are the programs written by the humans. That means if they are not able to figure the code or the set of rules given in the suggestions or the descriptions itself, they won't be able to take the decision of that particular thing or the operation. Let us assume that we as a human, we can read this thing that this is English, given in English, and Latin characters are there, so we can differentiate these things. But until and unless there are these suggested descriptive rules, we cannot do something. Like we cannot specify that which language is this, or which particular coding is this, or what this content is about. So we have to define here that this site is built on English, or this site is using English, or this site contents are in English. That will be get notified by the search engine spiders, and it will be indexed to the English language search engine databases. So someone searching for the English content or the markup, that will be easier for the search engine to gather that data and fetch the search results. Now this is not so important, so we'll just skip this here. Now coming to the next, coming to the domain is no subdomain. As we can see that this is the full qualified domain here. The domain length is good because it is short and sweet. We can see the smart and the short domain name you have for your business will be much easier for people to remember it and visit again. The domain does not contain non-Latin characters, which is very good practice because they haven't used any bad signs or characters in that to just uniquely have this particular domain. The page URL, no parameters were found in the URL, no session ID was found in the URL. The URL does not have too many subdirectories. That means that once someone just puts this URL into the browser, it gets loaded the home page or the index page of this particular business site. Somewhere if you are just installing your website, you might create some subdirectories or directories part of your installation process of your website. It is very good idea to have your index page linked to the home or default itself, just to avoid any confusions by the visitors or newcomers to the site. See here, we don't have to enter any inputs extra than the domain itself. If we simply enter the domain, it will get loaded the index page itself. So this is very good. We are not adding anything extra here, and this is very good practice to follow. Next one, it says the character encoding. The character encoding is set to UTF-8, which is universal, and document type. The document type is HTML5, which is set correctly. The document type is placed at the first HTML code. As we can see, in reference of this page, they have defined that document type of HTML, which is very good. So it will just speed up the website loading at the client's browser. Now the Next point is favicon. The favicon is linked correctly. As we can see, this little tiny square box here, this image is called favicon. This is basically the smaller version of your logo, or the shorter version of your brand's identity, which is very good to have, as it will get loaded on the browser itself. See, this site also having this favicon, so this site is also having this favicon here. Now coming to next, the page quality. It says the content. Some words from the page title are not used within the page's content. This page contains 1239 words. That's okay. 38.2% of the text are stop words. Words from the H1 heading are used in the page content. This is good. The page contains a listing which indicates a good text layout. 18 paragraphs were found on the page. No placeholder text or images were found. There are no duplicates on the site. The average number of the words per sentence is 19.48 word is good. See, content is meant to be consumed by the people who are visiting your website. So it is very good to have informational or directive content on your website itself. As we can see that some of these product ranges are here and short contents are given on them itself. Now coming to next, Meet the Go Connect smart home application. This is some customer service application. We can see every bit of information they have given on their site, having some small piece of information related to that function or the keywords that they have put there. So it is very good to have that in place. Also I can see that there is a scope which these people need to utilize, as they can provide much more content here about the security systems and how people can get started with that. Coming to next, there are no frames. This page does not have any frame sets, which is very good for the website's layout purpose. There are no frames here. It will get loaded by the default settings, whatever they have for the maximum length and width for the website's layout. Now it says no Apple Touch icon is specified here. This page loads 6 JavaScript files. This may affect the load time negatively. A viewport with device initial scale 1 is provided. See, this is for all the universal mobile devices, but the iOS using some different methods to fetch the websites from the internet sources. So we need to specify the Apple Touch icon on the home page itself. That is the part of technical SEO. But if you are conducting this kind of analysis for websites on page, you will have to see this, whether this site is mobile browsable or not, whether like any person from any part of the world is easily able to visit this website on any devices, whether that website's design is progressive or not. Next part, bold and strong tags. Some tags are too long with 178 characters. This one is longer than 70 characters, which is suggested and above. See, like as being human, if you are reading something and if you have the whole content or more words in bold, you will neglect it in somewhere. So it's very good to have only the important part highlighted or bold. Coming to next, image SEO. 49 images have no alt attribute. The content of alt attribute is used by search engines, which is very good point here. You should consider to have the alt attributes given to them. Whatever images you are attaching to your websites and web pages, you should put alt attributes to them. Also, if you are linking to somewhere internally on your website, it is very good to have anchor text on place. Coming to next is the social networks. There are only few social sharing widgets on the page. Make your website popular in the social networks with the social sharing widgets. like this brand or someone who manages this complete marketing or strategies. Every company or every brand have their own set of things, how they manage to market their products, and how do they manage their upcoming services, or how do they gather the customers. But this is very common to have your products advertised across all the social mediums you have. As we can see that the Facebook is linked here, Twitter is linked here, LinkedIn is linked here, then Instagram we can see, and YouTube channel is also linked here, which is very good sign that this company's presence is across the social mediums available across the globe. Also, this website is using HTTPS, which is very good. If your customers are browsing this site and they decide instantly to visit and buy your on-site the products, they can simply buy those online itself by proceeding to checkout and payment gateway procedures. So if you have the HTTPS protocols on the place, it will be very easy for the banks and the payment gateways to process your payments. And also this is the trusting factor with your customers, as well as the technologies whatever you are utilizing on your websites. So which is very good that you have the SSL here. Now coming to next, we'll also check the technical aspects of this particular site. We'll simply visit to GTmetrix and put this website's URL there to check the parameters. Also we'll check for the UI and other errors. We'll go to W3 validation. Also we'll see the existing Google's existing score and page insights about this page. There is one more thing that we can check here. Rich snippet testing tool. We can check whether this website is using any structured data or not. Okay, so meanwhile this loads. GTmetrix score is loaded, and the grade for this website is given F, which is very bad. Performance of the overall website is 39%, structure 68%, LCP is 3.6 seconds, time to first byte is 178 milliseconds, and CLS is 0.79. Okay, so visually we can see that the fully loaded time of this website is around 9.7 seconds. Now half of the people, they don't even stand on a website of blank pages past 2 seconds. So that is why you need to be very sharp, and your website needs to be very fast enough to get loaded on your clients' browsers. The total page size of this website is around 13.6 MB. As we can see that we can optimize this by saving the spaces. Wherever possible, we can utilize the compression. let's figure out. The FCP of this site is around 3.0 seconds, which is very much longer than the expected one. As I said to you, the people, real people, they don't the genuine human who are interacting with any websites, they won't stand with the blank pages. Your site needs to be there, or something needs to be there on the screen within that 2 first seconds, else the people will bounce from your site. Now the first time to be interactive on site is about 3.6 seconds. Total blocking time is 178 milliseconds, which is very good. CLS is of 0.79, and LCP, the largest contentful paint, is of 3.6 seconds. The overall speed index is 5.3 seconds. Coming here, this divides into the portions of time taken and which part of the process is taking much more time. But this everything depends on the code, how well your code is written, how well your hosting servers are optimized, and how well your website is optimized. So this falls within this technical SEO the best practices you can follow to compress all the available data, and wherever possible eliminate those unused things on your sites. You can utilize the free reports available here. See, the transfer size of this unoptimized is 125 kbs, and potential saving will be 108 kbs. So this affects a lot. This might sound like that these are some few kbs, but even the few kbs would turn out to be very big deciding factor for your SERPs. Coming to waterfall of this site, we can see the individual files of the site, how those are being loaded, and from where those are being loaded. Try to utilize the CDN, as we can see that these third-party codes are being delivered from the CDN, but the static files of this site needs to be on CDN. CDN basically is the content delivery system, which are much more faster than your hosting servers, just to deliver the static elements of your website to get it loaded across the DNS networks and global networks. The HTML of this site is somewhat lighter on the site. CSS of the site is also lighter on the site. Okay, so there is scope of Java, it seems here. Even we can improve these things. We can go deeper into the site's analysis, and we can check the codes, how many JavaScripts are being used there currently, and which are much needed for the rest of the things, or which are available on the site. And whatever unnecessary things are there, we can eliminate those by rendering those into the files. We can also eliminate that particular coding from the site itself to save a bit of time and get the website loaded faster. Fonts are something which you can utilize from the CDN, or you can also utilize the open source or available fonts from Google itself, which can save a lot of bit of data being transferred from your hosting server. Again, images, the sizes of images, we can see that those are optimized and compressed. Which is very good sign here. So overall, we can, considering all of these things, we we can really optimize the site's performance and get some good rankings and get some better grade for this site here. So these are some coding errors. We can see the minimal errors you have in your coding or programming of your pages would have very good layout and very good process and very good time to get loaded on the client's browsers. The less errors you have in your codes will get you good rankings in the sites. Okay, so this is the very fresh report. We can see that the March 18, 2023, and best practices it gives 92%. But overall the performance score is of the site is very bad here, that this is only 15 on mobile, which is very first priority of Google's customers browser, the actual people who are browsing the site. See, the LCP on mobile devices is 8.2 seconds, which I said, like as we discussed in the technical SEO overview of the site, we can eliminate many things here to save the time here and get the website little faster to be loaded on the site client's browser. Also, we can see that there are suggestions given from the Google itself. Keep the server response time for the main document short because of all other requests depends on it. Now it says that TFBM, time to first byte metric, which is 3570 milliseconds. We can try to resolve all of these whichever are possible to achieve. We can try to minimize those errors and optimize the codes to get some better rankings. Now here in the diagnostic we can see a lot of things are here which are need to be considered for optimization. Coming to next, now the rich results test. Okay, so we can see that markup data is present for local business. Also this needs to be for the website, web pages, article, many things you can present with this site, a brand, organization and things that sells, the business or office or shop timings. Okay, so as per our basic analysis what we have conducted today, there are a lot of scope of this example site to improve the overall performance of the overall SEO ranking across the globe and whichever target they have. It seems that if they are just targeting the UK, even for UK they have to work a little bit better with their existing setup to achieve the good results from the SERPs. And for today that's it, guys. If you have any queries or suggestions about any topics or any questions, if you have, please write down below, so we'll just discuss that in next session. Thank you. Have a good day.